Hi, here is a demonstration of the serial port. I'm using serial port 1 on the Arduino. I have two Arduinos connected together, and one of them, the sender, is sending 1 byte, 1 character at a time to the receiver, and it's sending the alphabet, A, B, C, D, uppercase, all the way up to Z, and then starts over A, B, C, D. And then the receiver gets that and displays each character that it receives on the serial monitor. So I'm going to show you the setup first. So here is I'm going to use this little resistor as a pointer. So this is my sender here, and this is the receiver. The black wire that is right here is the ground. So I'm grounding the two. You always, when you have two Arduinos connected together in some fashion, always make sure that you have at least one ground wire connecting two ground points on each side. And here is my serial connection. You see blue down, orange up, orange down, blue up, and I'm connected to TX1 and RX1 pins 18 and 19 on the Arduino. All right, so that's my setup, and you can see here, well, the LED is blinking, so I'm doing that so that I can see that something is going on, and then whatever you see here, that little LED going, it's a transmission. The fact that this Arduino is writing to the serial monitor, that's the transmission LED that's indicating that there's information going to to my laptop connected to this Arduino through a USB connector. All right, so let's take a look at the sketches. So here's the sender on the left. Here's the receiver. So serial 1, so in the setup, I need to set up a communication with serial 1. So you see here I'm using serial 1, not serial. Serial is for the monitor, for the USB connection. But here I want to use my separate wire. So serial 1, 9600 baud, which is a pretty standard, pretty fail-safe. And then I'm going to say I'm going to use pin 13 as an output. That's the LED that is on board. I'm going to be displaying things here. So that's I'm doing. And then delay 1 second. So that's the loop that is repeated over and over. Delay 1 second. So that's why you're going to see the little LED blinking on that board. Serial 1 write C. So I'm sending the character C, which starts as an A, to the receiver. And then I'm digital write to pin 13, the LED that is on board, C and 1. So basically adding ASCII code, an ASCII character with 1, I'm selecting the least significant bit. And since I'm sending the alphabet, A is 41, it's an odd number. So B is going to be 42, an even number. So every time I'm sending a new character, the least significant bit changes, and that's what I'm using to turn the LED on and off. I'm basically putting in the LED the least significant bit of each character that I'm sending. Since they are consecutive in the alphabet, then the LED is going to blink. And then once I'm getting to Z, as soon as I've written Z, then I'm changing it back to A, otherwise I'm incrementing the character. And in C, you can just say character equals character plus 1. You get the next character in the ASCII table. All right, for the receiver, serial 1 begin 9600, that's for the communication with the sender. And then I want to also display information on the serial monitor, that separate window. So I need also to set up a serial communication through the USB cable to my laptop. And then just so that the debugging is more friendly, I'm going to say I'm starting, so I know when the receiver here is started. And I'm setting the output pin, the pin 13 as well on my Arduino. I'm sending it to an output. And if we go back here very briefly, you're going to see that these two LEDs are blinking in synchrony. See them blinking? They're blinking in synchrony here. And the reason is that what I'm going to put on pin 13, let's jump right here, is the least significant bit of the character that I've just received. So byte here, it's an int, could be a char, and I'm getting it from serial 1 read, and then I'm printing this character on the serial monitor. That's a serial printing. And then setting the LED to the least significant bit of that. And I'm going to do that as long as there's something to read. So while serial 1 available, so if there's a character to be read, then read it, display it on serial monitor, set the LEDs to the least significant bit. And that's going to be my loop forever. And if there's nothing to be read, then nothing is done here. So this while becomes an if statement. If serial 1 available and if it returns false, then the while loop is skipped, my loop function ends, and then it's called again automatically. All right, so let's take a look at the monitor. So that's the monitor. So this window is displayed by that. So maybe if I move it here and put this on top. So what we're seeing here, and I have a timestamp here, it's this loop that is getting a byte from the sender and it's displaying it. So I'm going to reset the sender by pressing the reset button that is right here. And when I do 1, 2, 3, we should see that I'm starting at A, B, C. See that? Because I've reset the sender automatically is going to start with character A. So that's the demonstration of the serial communication. And I'm using pin 18 and 19 TX1 RX1 on 2 Arduinos.